for a better purpose. Right now, he just seems like they want the hero to remove all these chains, blinding light, just dispel.
My question becomes: is that dispel going to be enough? I mean, we saw how much EHOME were able to.
10 seconds remaining.
How much they were able to accomplish, and it really wasn't much. So now RNG, they've got Ember, Coddle. Like, are they going to just jump down the throats of EHOME again, even though they've got these dispels?
Radiant team pick.
Shadow Demon. So this is actually a very good hero against the Oracle, because the Purge, you can remove the magic resistance, the Fate's Eat. So EHOME goes for the combination with the duel. Very, very quick picking. SD is actually a really good hero to deal with Legion Sky. I mean, they just want to play whatever, hero. And I feel like because they're drafting so quickly, they seem like they're a bit tilted, and the captain is not very happy with things that the team is doing in the past game. So he wants to, make them play in a certain way with a prepared draft. I mean, the Shadow Demon's he's like a solid counter. He's already a counter to the LC Skywrath, and they still pick it.
It just seems like a safe draft, like you said, because you're going to go to the Legion. It doesn't always have to be the Skywrath mage, but now it's there, and it's like, oh, well, you pick the Skywrath after the Shadow Demon, you get a duel in, I'm going to disrupt my ally. Now, Royal Never Give Up, they go into the Mars.
This is a very, very good pick against weak supports, the Oracle and the Skywrath mage. You kill them so easily with one stun and the God's Rebuke, because they're all very low armored heroes. And Ricky here, again, very, very quickly pick. Very good against the Kotal, his backline heroes, as well as the Shadow Demon, if you can find them with the Diffuse and the Smoke Screen. So right now they need more wave clear as their last hero. So I guess RNG would ban the Huskar just to make sure they don't get the Oracle Huskar. Seems natural. And EHOME is going to look to pick a hero that can do, like I said, they are lacking a lot of wave clear. Ricky has no wave clear, Sky has no wave clear, Oracle has no wave. Maybe a Shadow Fiend like hero will be good for them. Storm is banned. Could have been perfect.
Radiant team ban.
And our resident favorite, Tinker, is also in the poll.
Oh,
Ben wants to see the hero, but we will never see the hero, I'll tell you. The hero is
he's
in
not
a very
even
shitty
here.
spot.
I don't need the Tinker. If OP was here, though, I'd be gripping onto the desk. I'd be hoping for a Tinker. OP to play it.
10 seconds
Just
remaining.
can I have that SAG? SAG's in the lead.
Team pick.
They're first place. Who are they playing next? When do they play next? They play Vici next, or against Newbie. Just one of those times, please give me a mid OP
Okay.
Tinker. I'll
Next
score a
year.
final pick next year.
Next season. So RNG, let's counter the Huskar now. Counter the
10
Huskar.
seconds remaining.
Lane counter.
Mid AA.
5 seconds remaining.
Boom.
Razor, come on, Razor counters the lane.
Just want to see the mid AA.
Why though? Because you're Dandy?
Yeah.
Choose your hero.
Bounty. Interesting. That is not even. I mean, I know I'm joking here with the AA. It actually mid Shadow Demon.
That is the Huskar counter. I am not kidding. That is. Oh, that is actually a good idea. Very, very good idea. And Bounty is very, very deadly against all these backline weak heroes, especially the Skyrath. Yeah, sure, you can dispel the track with Oracle, but good luck dealing with a Bounty Hunter in the early phases of the game. And on top of things, the Bounty is going to give them the track and the vision to allow the Mars and Ember to play a super, super quick game. Oh my god, this is exciting, man. This is exciting. Poor Shadow Demon. So you get you want to get like the Aghanims on the bounty, and you have the chakra on the shuriken toss. Pew 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 pew. So double for 4 toss on each hero.
You get me so excited when you get so excited. You saw that Setsu mid, and I mean, I'm hyped. I'm excited.
It's good to see something different.
Yeah, I mean,
And
because I
it
feel like we're
makes-
seeing
it
a lot
makes
of the same
sense.
things.
It makes sense when you see something different, but it doesn't make sense. Then you go, I don't really know about this. But here now it makes sense, and I can see them pulling out a victory.
Yeah, it's not just different for the sake of being different. It's different, but it also has the ability to work. I saw that bounty pick, and at first I was just like, I'm surprised. But it's a 4
But,
bounty.
I'll tell you, I'm quite surprised they didn't remove the Huskar. But now we know why. They are ready with the mid Shadow Demon Setsu.
Although,
Aghanim's Rush, I tell you. You break his ankle on the Huskar.
God, 3 charges on the Demonic Purge. Such a good axe, but since we normally only see Shadow Demon in a support role, it's not something you see too much.
Not when Ben is playing the Shadow Demon. He's definitely going to rush the Aghanims.
I don't know where my
I-
gameplay
and-
came into this, but you're not wrong.
Seconds to battle.
I'm going to get my axe regardless, you know? Guys, I'm going to carry the game. Take a seat, sit back, relax, and watch me farm.
So what are the 2
How's-
games I have to play now? I now got to do Shadow Demon with an Ags first, and what was the other one? It was Dazzle in the offlane. Okay, I could win off those today. I got it.
You know,
I'll get-
when
I'll-
we are in
I'll-
lockdown, when we are in lockdown, usually we plan ahead for what meals, what to have in our next meal, because we have nothing to do. Right now, you're planning ahead on what hero to play in your next game.
I'll get reported for
The
playing Shadow
boredom-
Demon mid, but I'll do it.
The boredom is getting to you, man.
I'm not bored. I get to cast every night. Come on. Although during the day, I do get a little bored. Let's be real.
Casting, you rather be playing and trying out your secret strats, you know, your pubs.
My Ags versus Shadow Demon strats. Oh my gosh. And then Sylar, Innocence down bottom, Janado top. September, does he just rush the Axe? Come on, September. Everybody rush Axe. That's what I want to see here from Royal Never Give Up. Ags Ember's great. Ags Ember, or Ags Mars is great.
I was expecting the Shadow Walk so he can bully the Skyraf. I mean, with the Jinana, the Skyraf is gonna bully the Bounty Hunter. Game of Aghanims, yeah? Aghanim's Sky, Aghanim's Bounty, Aghanim's God's Rebuke, Aghanim's Shadow Demon, Aghanim's Ember Spirit. Where's the elk to give everyone an extra eggs?
September could be
Please.
first blood. Ooh. Just surviving. Ags Huskar. Pocket
Wait,
Ricky
what does it-
strats.
What does the eggs do? Oh, the Berserker's Call forces the enemy to attack you.
So right now 5-1 for the Shadow Demon, who puts nothing to say on Life's Edge. He'll use the shared tango. He'll get a little greedy with this. Doesn't use the salve for now. We'll see if
He
that
wants to
affects
be
him in a
low
moment.
so you can last hit better as Huskar. That is the plan, you know. Low enough that the enemy can't kill you, but you can get the last hit. Attack speed.
What's the attack speed on him right now? 194.
He's actually not losing his lane. This Shadow Demon is the one in trouble. He's out of mana.
He's got 3 mangoes coming.
15 mango flashback incoming.
Potentially.
Skyraf.
Taking a lot of damage towards top. Should be first blood. Will be. Flyby getting first blood for Royal Never Give Up. Back to where we were in game 1. But how quickly the bounty will come online, or how quickly the Mars will come online, because we talked about how they've got some weak backliners in their supports. But usually you see a Blink Dagger on the Mars. Blinks to the backline, goes right onto the Skywrath Mage, gets a spear. I mean, Skywrath basically just dead. I say that at bottom, Monet ends up going down with the Jin-Q rotation to bottom.
Yep. This is not a good spot for the Ember to be in against this tri lane, and LC is going to be able to solo fine here. So I think the bounty needs to help bot, otherwise the Ember's not going to be able to lane. His Skyrath is here. He has to mirror the Sky's movement on the bounty. Oh, he is not moving. So if he's not moving, the bot lane is going to die again. TP, man.
Immediately, concussive shot, arcane bolt, fortunes, and a lot of damage done here on a super with the tricks of the trade. Sylar gets the kill. That's the second death here, bottom. And September was
I mean, what is he going to do?
fading
He can't
towards
really
mid.
kill top. I guess he wants to kill mid. I mean, I don't really like what he's doing here. I think he has to be bot.
There's the disruption, has the Janata, but I don't even think that's really enough damage. They're continuing to throw the Shadow Poison on, and it's 4 stacks just short of killing Nothing to Say. But now he's going to head towards bottom.
This Shadow Demon is screwed, man. It's going to be very poor. All his money is just for buying mangoes.
Sentry's down. September taking a lot of damage. Setsu throwing some right clicks in, but not a lot of mana, so only really able to throw 2 Shadow Poisons out. So the Shadow Demon definitely not doing as well as maybe we would have thought, but again, is it okay to be behind like this to start, and then, you know, once you get level 6, have that Demonic Purge and work with the rest of the team? As I say that bottom, September ends up dead to the Fortune's End that was thrown by Innocence. Monet and Super now need to run. They'll salve up on Sylar. Blink Strike forward with the tricks of the trade. Searing Chains comes in, Sleight of Fist. Monet able to survive. But Super then takes a lot of damage afterwards, and Jesus, has to pop the wand. Jin-Q. Super gets the kill, and RNG come away with a kill themselves.
Yeah, he got jabaited there. Nice play there by Super, waiting for the last moment to pop his magic stick. It was a 19 charge magic wand. Nicely done. So September TPs to mid. He gave a bottle to the Shell Demon, so he's going top. Seems, why is he going top? Can they kill? Okay, that's a chance to kill. LC is half HP right now. Ember is also coming in.
Spear lands on the Legion into the trees. God's Rebuke, overwhelming odds, as well as press the attack, but Faith Beyond ends up dead regardless. And Monet, I think, might be swapping lanes with Flyby.
He is very, very fat right now on the Mars. Soul Ring and Facebook done. Almost level 6.
They will swap Sylar now. Just be careful going into the hands of this Mars, who's level 6, has Arena available, but not enough mana for it. Does have the Soul Ring. But Nothing to Say backs off into the jungle. This opens up the lane a little bit more here for Shadow Demon. They move the Skywrath to try and get some experience over in mid. I mean, this can't be really that bad for Setsu, but they're rotating bottom. They look over at the Mars. They've got Tricks of the Trade out. And Spear back. Silence comes in. Fortune's End is there, but he's got Phase Boots as well as the Bulwark to just back off.
Not even close to killing him. And Catapult is still available in the mid lane. Shadow Demon is going to look to pressure a tower. Bounty is trying to scout to see if he could find the enemy heroes, give more information. He's like the moving observer ward right now.
But there's a sentry here. It's Spot September and Huskar. Look at the vision. Look at the info.
They're trying to bait him into the sentry before they try to kill him.
If he goes down,
they're gonna
he's
get
dead.
him here.
And they know he's got the sentry now. Shuriken's not going to be enough with the Janata. It does a lot of damage to Nothing to Say, but just not enough. However, Shadow Demon comes over, and he's in very deep. Disruption now onto the Huskar. Sylar's made the rotation, as has the Oracle. Pulls a lot of heroes over towards mid, and Setsu, if he can TP out of this one,
Oh,
I mean, it's
so
worth
greedy.
it,
He still
but-
wants to. Oh, he's still
now he TPs, and dead.
so greedy. Like,
Top the Legion, Searing Chains, press the attack, Sleight of Fist, Faith Beyond, Sint Low, September's here.
Tower is under attack.
I don't have anything to stop him from retreating in the overwhelming odds. Now the silence onto the Ember. Won't never give up. Or just throwing bodies, but not intelligently.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, they should look to play with the Mars though. The Mars is the strongest hero on the Dire team. Why are they not making rotations? The support has to go with him. The Ember had a shitty lane. He wants to recover and get levels. His Mars is the one that you want to play with. It's not playing with the right heroes. They have fantastic vision right now. One ward here, one ward here, one ward here. They have very good vision on where the enemy is moving. They just need to play with the
1,000 net worth lead for EHOME. And it's going to be Aether Lens first for the Shadow Demon. Picks up a Keen Optic. That's a great one to have, but nothing to say. Low ground to high ground. Can't be doing that.
Why?
Getting
What
an
is he
easy
actually
kill.
doing? He just died here a while ago, and he goes back to the same place and dies again. I have no words for what he just did.
Radiant's bottom tower
Like the first one was already terrible. They TP it in to gank him. He knows they are here around this area, and he tries to take the shortcut back to the lane instead of taking a long way around. Like, does he think the enemy are pups or what? I mean, it's so amazing that he decides to do it 2 times in a row.
Yeah, they certainly ain't me, so they're not making that mistake. BKB early from the Mars, throws down the arena for the bounty rune. He's got September here, and they will get the kill on the Oracle. Flyby is the one succeeding here for the Dire. But other than that, I mean, look at the net worth of the other 2 cores. It is down the list. I mean, potentially a little later on, the track is what helps them get back into this game, but it's still a ways out, and they have to be able to capitalize on that anyway.
Yep, they have to move to the Mars. Like, Shadow Demon is just trying to clear some stacks right now. He should be the one moving to bottom. But he's not, again, like he's Tetsu, he's not gonna move. So Monet has to be the one to move.
They've got the track
But
out on the Sylar.
Monet didn't have a good game here. So it'll be tough for him to move. See, what are they doing? Look, the 2 cores are farming in the same. They can't even push the tower here. I don't know why they are just like this. Like, I'm sure that Amber got very tilted. He was here first. He was farming the wave, and the SD just came over to clear the creeps. It's actually unreal what he's doing.
courier has been killed.
And now he forces the Ember back to the top lane. Like, they don't want to be here. Only the support wants to be here. They want to have 3 heroes at bot. No, now finally the Shadow Demon decides to go bot. Oh no, he just wants to buy his arcanes instead of playing with his team. And he goes back to jungle. Of course he goes back to jungle. Like, look at this vision. Look at everything. They see everything. Why are they not trying to make a play?
Bounty nowhere near to get a track out on a Sylar, but they are starting to rotate towards our area. So I
Dude,
thought
he's
Setsu
going
goes
back.
back to jungle.
He's going back middle. Oh my god.
They've got vision right here on Nothing to Say.
I mean, this is
But
why
September now. Oy.
I mean, this is why he should always be the win condition hero, the hero that will sit in the lane and farm, because he has no idea that he needs to be with his team. He's playing like he's the TA.
They've got Dust ready for
Right.
September. He needs to be careful. There's the Dust. There's the kill. Tracks out. Can they at least get anything out of this? Woe is committed from Super, and it's already gone. very quickly to take that out. Spear misses from Flyby. And now the life breaks out onto the Ember. This is so horrible right now from RNG. Dual victory on Setsu. They clean up the Ember. I mean, this is looking like the opposite of what Game 1 was. And they're going to keep going for more.
Whoa, very nice by Syla. Very, very nice. Dodges the blinding light. I mean, they practically have no win condition right now on the Dire. What? The game has gone to the point where they're supposed to be running at the enemy, but the Shadow Demon refuses to join his team, and he's the one that needs to play with his team. I mean, and the Mars given such a great start, but he can't do anything alone.
Spear. That locks him up. They've got the track. Can they even get the kill, though, on the Sylar? The damage comes through, but he's got false promise. They look over at the Oracle. That'll be track gold in their favor. Now in track onto Faith Beyond. Immediately purged off to press the attack, but they've got the spear. And track available once again. Track gold potential, and Faith Beyond, he'll end up biting the dust. So some track gold.
I mean, look what
away
happened.
of
Look what
RNG.
happened when he. Look what happened when he joins his team. Easy kills. I mean, just like 2 minutes, 3 minutes too late. So they're gonna smoke up. They see the Huskar here. So they have the ward. Great. There's a bit ward. They catch another hero.
Now they need to try and get this kill. Life break over to September. Remnant in. Oracle, that's more track gold. Arena misses. Not sure that'll matter at the end of the day, as they grab the kill here on Nothing to Say. And that's a 4-time spree and track gold going the way of RNG. They have made up this deficit in just one good fight. I mean, that's all they needed.
Yeah, all they needed was the Shadow Demon to not jungle and join his team. Voila, there you go. See what's happening. Bounty Hunter is getting kills. Mars is getting kills. It took them 4 minutes to realize what they're supposed to do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
15-minute runes. That's gonna give the Shadow Demon his Aether Lens. So he's very, very strong right now. Aether Lens and the Keen Optic. He has a lot of cast range, and he has the level 10 cast range talent. But this Shadow Demon is a beast right now. Well,
The
not
demonic
if he decides
purge
to,
from...
yeah, not if he decides to jungle all the time.
Smoke up from Royal Never Give Up, just on the edge of the
Okay,
disruption.
yeah.
Look at the distance that he's able to just start that off with. And now Faith Beyond, Demonic Purge, they've got the track. Can they get the kill here onto this Legion? Will-O-Wisp placed down, Blinding Light is through. Now they look over the Skywrath Mage. Mystic Flare doing a lot of damage on Monet, a little bit jumbled up here for RNG. September burning out from the spears. And he'll survive.
I mean, they were a little bit too far ahead of themselves. The Mars didn't have TP. He was like running away from the river like this. If he was there, the fight would have been so easy. They need his damage from the God's Rebuild. Oh, he's gonna have a double damage. Give it to the Mars, please. Oh, Essence Ring perfect. This should be a Mars item. No? Just gonna get it.
The Ember. So September back in base. He'll TP over to the Shrine. They're in Roche. And
Wow,
I don't
what
think
a risky
RNG have
play.
any idea about this.
They have a scan. Don't use their scan. They're going for the Skywrath instead.
They don't have September though, so this isn't a track kill. It's a kill nonetheless, but they lose the Bounty Hunter and they give up the Aegis.
Big exchange there for EHOME. Aegis on Huskar, and he's going to have his BKB in a bit. It's going to be a big timing for Radiant. Dire doesn't really have much physical damage apart from the God's Rebuild right now, so the BKB Huskar is going to be very strong.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
And they do have a Desolator and Ember coming soon. Mass TPs.
Shadow Demon, he's very
Oh,
far
he
back.
got the
though.
Aegis! He got the Aegis!
We might be able to get more. Arena comes in as well as the disruption. They're gonna line up that spear, but the life break! Did he just hop over the spear, technically? They've got the Lewis down, nothing to say. He's tracked up. They go after this Ember, who's taking a lot of damage with the tricks of the trade out. The false promise will keep nothing to say alive. They got the kill into innocence, but it's not early enough to make sure that the false promise doesn't come in. However, nothing to say, sitting here pretty low. Flyby starting to back off. They fought back on the Ember. September ends up dead. And now Super, he might be next. Illuminate flying through God's Rebuke to get the kill here onto the Huskar. Now they look over at the Legion Commander. This could be a fourth coming through for Royal Never Give Up. Faith Beyond hit with the disruption. Setsu, though, no more mana to play with. They've got the spear that'll latch onto a tree with the God's Rebuke and the kill there for Monet.
I mean, that was really, really unlucky. He turned off his armlet at the last second after he killed the tower, and he got slight, and he lost the Aegis, and they were forced to fight because the Huskar got left behind. And Dire taking full advantage of that situation. Getting the Aegis, getting the kill, and killing the Legion on top of things. All 3 cores of Radiant going down. Big win there for Dire. And that's going to mean that the Desolator for Ember is going to be here. He's going to have time to complete it. That's going to be a huge item for Dire. And the BKB coming on Flybin. Dire feels very, very strong when they get these 2 items. So these towers are going to be the next ones to fall. This is their objective.
Smoke play from EHOME, though. They're trying to retaliate to the lost fight over top. September breaks the smoke. They've got Dust. They're happy with this, though. I mean, it is dual damage going the way of the Legion Commander. But to break the smoke and only lose the Bounty Hunter, not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. Just being here like a human ward to make sure that the Shadow Demon doesn't die. I mean, someone has to die there, so better the support than the core. And the smoke. Wow, they're actually gonna run in. Ember's gonna TP. Where can he TP? So far away. Can this work?
Oh, life break. Lewis. Setsu already in a lot of trouble, though.
What are
He's
they
got 4
doing?
Spheres, Mystic Flare, and Setsu dead immediately. BKB was popped by nothing to say. They didn't commit from RNG. And they just give the life of Shadow Demon on a silver platter.
What was the plan? They expected Radiant to move top to take the outpost, so they didn't think that there's any heroes here. So they just ran up with 3 heroes. Ember had nowhere to TP, apart from here, so far away. And that was a very, very strange move smoking out. A very, very risky move there. Not working out for Dire. So big kill there for Radiant. And right now, Ricky is building a Battle Fury, so he wants the game to be extended. Diffuser Battle Fury.
A lot of Atos on that Skywrath. And it's 4 staff next for the Shadow Demon. I mean, we were talking Ags at the beginning of the game, but is that the next item to come out from Setsu?
Yeah, most likely. He needs a item that will allow him to escape first in the 4 staff.
Mars, God's Rebuke, Sphere. It latches, but the Dispel is there from the Oracle. Flyby can't exactly commit too heavily just yet. The rest of the team needs to catch up. They don't even want to go and chase. Searing Chains out onto the Ricky and Sylar. Blink Strike away. They've got the Sentry down. It'll run out in just a second. You could certainly use a chunk of track kills here for Royal Never Give Up. They're starting to fall further and further behind.
Yeah, they should move right now. They have the BKB completed. BKB and Desolator. Just play aggressive, run in, use the wards, kill the tower.
And they've got a double damage.
They don't really have a very good way of initiating. Mars doesn't have a blink. So the only way of catching someone is a slide plus chains. And the disruption, but he doesn't really want to use it as the initiation. He wants to save it for kiting, like when they use BKB on the Huskar, so he can use it defensively.
As for EHOME, without the Aegis in their hands. They've got Huskar farming up a Heaven's Halberd. He'll have that Inner Fire as well as the Heaven's Halberd. And then a Plate Mail queued up afterwards. Is the game going longer at all good for Royal Never Give Up? I mean, I know they'll have those items, but
I don't think so. But maybe if Ember changes item, he wants to fight now. But the thing is, like, the Radiant late game is not even that scary. I'm not sure how scary Ricky Better for you will be. Like, if the game draws on to like more than 30 minutes, he's definitely gonna scale and get more items. But Mars, Ember, Mars, actually, especially Mars. Mars is very good against Ricky. Like, throughout the game. But the Ember doesn't really want to take the game late because he's going for like Desol or BKB, so he wants to peek and fight right away. Maybe in the next 3 to 5 minutes.
Smoke gets broken, September nearby, Blink as well as the duel coming in. It's out
Mons,
onto this Coddle, but they've got themselves the disruption. Now the arena comes in, that'll spear up the Ricky. They have the damage to get the kill onto the Faith Beyond. They look over, nothing to say with the BKB being popped by the Mars as well as the Huskar. Setsu though, now Demonic Purge coming out onto the Huskar. The Inner Fire disarming these heroes, but they got the Will-O-Wisp. Can they get the kill out onto the Huskar before the Will-O-Wisp is gone? False promises there from Innocent, so the answer to that right now is no. And on the other side of the fight, September trying to run. He's got the track out here onto the Ricky. You see the heal that comes in for nothing to say, as well as the life break out onto the Mars. Nothing to say. Really man fighting over forward, and they get the kill on the Innocence, but they take Mars as a trade. Searing Chains as well as the disruption. They'll buy back on the Oracle. The life break once again. Setsu trying to force himself back, but the damage is just way too heavy for him to survive. They'll get the kill onto the Shadow Demon. They look over at September. The chase is on. The duel is there. They'll get themselves the victory. And more dual damage for the Legion Commander as this game is falling out of hand for RNG this time.
Essence Ring, Armlet, all the togglings there, like, it's kept him alive for such a long time. And Daya didn't have enough damage to burst him down, even with the Desolator on the Ember. I think that fight was as good as get for Daya. They stood on the high ground here. They took the fight at the choke point. A bit unlucky to not land the spear. They wanted the Huskar towards the high ground. Split him up from his team. Just like, all in all, really good plays there by the Huskar, toggling his armlet and the Essence Ring.
Looks like the Blink Dagger will be further delayed for Flyby as he's going into a Heaven's Halberd first.
And this Huskar is like a huge problem for them. They don't have a vessel to deal with him either. I guess because of the availability of the Oracle, having the Purge, so the vessel is not reliable. Not worth for them to pick up.
And Setsu's got himself the first component of this Ags, but it's not exactly a quick Ags or anything.
He's getting there though. As long as he can get there before the second Roche is up. Okay, never mind. The Roche will spawn in 1 minute. He's not finishing that item.
Who's got their courier in here? Legion. I mean, if they can delay the Roche and get the Ags out, but 1,700 gold away, it's still far for Setsu. Monet going into the Lincolns next. They've got the Sanj finished on the Mars. He's trying to get that Heaven's Halberd. Bounty Hunter. He's got the mech. He's got the Arcane Boots going into a hood. The question is, will it be enough? Lotus Orb for nothing to say. Rod of Atos here for the Skywrath Mage. Legion Commander going into a Heaven's Halberd too. So they're going to have multiple Heaven's Halberds as well as the Inner Fire. Who's going to be right-clicking? Apparently nobody.
The issue is the damage, not the sustain. They don't have what it takes to kill the Huskar until they have this axe that can break. They must contest this rush. They can't afford to give Huskar the rush. Fly in.
God's Rebuke, Blink, and there's the duel with the Mystic Flare. They've already taken out the Coddle. Nothing to say comes in with a life break, but I believe that might have been avoided with the Remnant away. The BKB's been popped by Monet. Setsu comes over, but this is time for EHOME to just retreat back towards Roche and posture.
BKBs are down. Hey, Mars still has his BKB.
What?
Wait, what? How did he end up outside the pit?
Some of the interactions we've been seeing with this spear has been insane. I wonder if it was the Fortune's End that happened as the spear went through the wall. Huh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, Roche still up, nothing to say, goes back in. They've got the track, so they know exactly where he is. This time, spear
Radiant structures are
might have fallen short of the wall. God's Rebuke, armlet toggling, nothing to say. Searing Chains are out, but they've got the Fortune's End once again. It looks like they want to initiate on this, but they need to be careful about how they come in. Super, he's got the Will-O-Wisp. They've got the duel out on the Mars. They'll get the kill. The False Promise again to save. Nothing to say. Monet going in with the BKB, but the damage is way too great for him to handle. He's forced away. Nothing to say. Back to full health. And this should be their Aegis to take.
Just without the axe, they have to get the Oracle. The Ember has to try to focus the Oracle. He has to just go behind and kill him. And wait for the Aghanims on the Shadow Demon right now. They don't have the tools to kill the Huskar as of now.
And they should try and keep him alive for the duel. But ends up getting away with a Force Staff. So, still 500 gold away from grabbing this Ags here for Setsu. But they're corralled back to their base. I mean, it's maybe that far that they can go without feeling uncomfortable. And you see where Super is. He is very much in the wrong spot, but still manages to TP out.
He's just trying to make space for his team. Because the map is very, very small for Dire.
So 200 gold away. We'll see if the Axe makes a difference. It'll be Crystallis, full Daedalus next for the Ember. And then Evan's Halberd finished here for the Mars. As now he's going to be looking to finish a Blink Dagger just so he can get a Blink into an arena. But that is a lot of gold away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
This
top
is
tower has fallen.
quite tough for Dire to even hold forward on this. I just don't know what they expect to accomplish. But it all comes down to the Axe, whether or not it's going to be enough. Got the Ags now. They'll go into the Yules next for Setsu.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Huskar AC next. He's got the Lotus Orb finished on himself. And really,
This is a big deal. The break is a big deal for the Axe right now on the Huskar. Right, low ground to high ground. They need a ward ASAP.
Remnant forward, but there's the silence as well as the tricks of the trade. A lot of damage coming through on a Monet very quickly, but they've got the BKB becoming popped on the Ricky. God's Rebuke. And jumping far enough away where Dire... That pulls nothing to say in really far. And is still gonna survive. They just can't kill him. Wing Strike in, as well as the Cloud down, so the silence is out. They've got the life break avoided thanks to the Sleight of Fist of Monet. The Will-O-Wisp pulls in this Huskar once again. Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. He's rooted up, but they just don't have any follow-up for it. Out of Atos, Concussive Shot, Mystic Flare, nothing to say. On and in with the Lotus Orb on him. Tricks of the Trade doing enough damage to get the kill on the Super. They've got themselves the arena down. The duel is out. They got the first life out of the hands of this Huskar. They look over at Sylar. There's the spear pushing the Legion further away, but they've got the track on him. They'll get the kill. They look over at nothing to say. With Mars now saved thanks to the disruption. Lotus Orb now no longer. Demonic Purge comes out once again, but he's out of charges. The False Promise is there. He also ate the cheese, so he's back to full health with the life break coming through on a Setsu. He's diving into the base with the Riki here. They get the kill on a flyby. They look for more, but after the False Promise, Setsu gets the kill on a nothing to say, and here is where they want to clean up. They look over at Jinkyu. They've got September nearby, so they want to get as many track kills as possible. Jinkyu goes across the Ancients. Super still has vision. They now have the track. And Jinkyu with no mana and potentially no hope throws a dust out. Let's see how much they can get out of this.
Here comes the Riki. Here comes the Riki.
Can't even get the kill.
The break was what killed the Huskar. He is not regenning because of the break, so the False Promise didn't give him a lot of HP, so he dies.
Oh, Setsu. Poor staff, Wing Strike, still dead.
This is the greediest core player I've ever seen by far.
It feels like they could have just left.
Yeah, like what? He wanted to take that. I mean, this wave is not really that important. I mean, if they killed the Skywrath and they had the numbers advantage, yeah, sure, you can go ahead. But both sides have 4 hero each. I mean, it was a very risky proposition to do what he did. He was farming here alone, you know, in enemy territory.
Dire's courier has been killed.
So with that death, his team is not gonna be able to contest any of the bounty runes. So all of them are gonna go to Radiant. I think he needs to time. He might need to have to time the False Promise during the. I'm not sure if it works that way. You need to make sure that he can heal. Like you cast a False Promise in the middle of the break, so when it ends, you have some regen.
September now dying, nothing to say.
What's the 7-second duration? I mean, so for that to work, you have to cast like the False Promise right at the end of the purge, you know. Like you need to really be crisp with it.
It's a 13,000 net worth lead. This is going to be a tough ask for RNG to hold their high ground. I mean, it's certainly possible. We saw them take out the Legion Commander as well as the Huskar. The problem is giving up those heroes right back. So there's the disruption. Huskar nearby. They missed the spear, and that is now time to leave. We've got all 3 demonic purges available. Nullifier finished for the Riki. And this is, we'll never give up, just not able to leave their base reliably. They've got the Daedalus though on Ember. See if that's enough to help their damage problems.
I have 3 Observer Wards on the Cotter. Let's see if they can set up some vision to take a fight. Try to backstab Radiant from here.
Scanning.
Radiant is running away. They're taking this spot, this high ground. Alright, very, very smart. They have a ward and sentry here.
Dire are scanning.
BKB for the Huskar, 6 seconds. 7 here for the Ember, and for the Mars it's 7 as well. I mean, could the BKBs be enough? The timings? Take a look here. Now Sylar pops his BKB. Got the silence out onto the Mars. He's unable to do anything. Got the disruption to keep him alive for a little bit longer, as well as the Will-O-Wisp, but the BKB's been popped by the Huskar. Good arena. He stays alive. The false promise is out. They've got the duel out onto the Mars. And they get the kill, though, in time. No, they can't, but the Rod of Atos comes in, as well as the Purifying Flames. They've lost the Huskar. So a lot of the fight for EHOME is gone. They've bought back on the Mars. They're going to remnant forward from Monet. They're looking for a Sleight of Fist as well as the Searing Chains. In the trees, though, is Innocence. Nobody spots him in the buyback from the Mars. Doesn't lead to much.
It's a good retreat. So Roshan is going to be up. Can Daya actually sneak? Dude, whose courier is that? Is that a Radiant courier? Whose courier is this? Oh, it's the Huskar's courier.
Yeah, the one in the pit is Huskar's. 40 seconds without the Huskar. Roche is up. It's Ag's Blessing. I just think they've waited too long to go for this Roche.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Shield on the courier, and now they have to leave because the Huskar's back up. And he's already back mid. They've got the tier 1 mid still standing. I still want this Blink Dagger on the Mars, which they would have had if he didn't buy back. He didn't exactly need to buy back, but maybe that was what was the turning point on EHOME turning tail. Nothing to say on the high ground, and they know that he's by this outpost. They're going to converge to his location and not do anything about it. Illusion Escape picked up. Neutral items. Ninja Gear and Illusionist Cape for the side of the Dire. Avocamera, Illusionist Cape for the Radiant. Of course, that Illusionist Cape goes out on to Sylar.
His battle fury is definitely like paying off big time. Like his net worth wouldn't have been this high without the battle fury. He knew the game was gonna go on for some time, and the Huskar was just like a hero that would, you know, keep the other team busy while he just farms up a storm to get to this point.
So for each team, who do you give this Ag's Blessing to?
I'll give it to Mars. For Dire. For the Radiant, you probably would give it to, I think, Skyruff. Skyruff X is pretty good.
You don't
I'm
want
not
this.
very sure about the Ricky X, it's a bit gimmicky.
You don't want the September Bounty Hunter Shuriken Toss Janata? Get him super farmed?
It won't change the game. Won't change the game. And how much cooldown does it get reduced? 6 seconds.
So nothing to say is in the pit. They don't have the Blink Dagger. They're actually a little bit short, but the Spear this time hits and throws them out of the pit. September track onto an Illusion, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. There is the God's Rebuke, Rod of Atos, and now the Life Break. Look at that damage coming in on a Flywind. They get the kill on a Super. They look for the duel. They've got the Mystic Flare down, And the arena locks in 3 of these heroes, but they've all used their BKB. So Flywin out of the pit, tricks of the trade to go the other way. The false promise is there, but the Will-O-Wisp also comes in from Super Robot back in this fight. The life break comes in from this Huskar, but is it going to be enough? A lot of damage has been done to Nothing to Say. Will he finally pop after the false promise? No, he won't. They got the kill on a Monet. Now they look over the rest. Monet trying to leave as he remnants back in after buying back. But they haven't been able to take out anybody just yet. And the life break on a Monet, he needs to leave. Spear comes through, pushes back this Huskar, but they've taken out the Ember Spirit for the second time. Blink Strike forward, Shadow Demon in trouble. They've got the silence as well as the life break on him. They get the kill on a Setsu. He doesn't have buyback as well. This should be GG called by RNG, and we're going to a game 3.
I mean, they just didn't have enough in the tank, you know. Their heroes don't scale when the game goes this long. Just ran out of steam, you know. They just needed the Shadow Demon to do what he did earlier. Like, play faster. They played too slow this game. Where we can line up without an actual carry and with Bounty under and Shadow Demon as your mid, you need to be more urgent, you know. You need to play with more urgency.
Just never really got off the ground for them, and there's glimpses of hope, but not really for Royal Never Give Up. EHOME, Nothing to Say, dominates 11-4-10, does a great job, opens up the map for Sylar, goes into the Battle Fury, which you said, amps up his farm and gets him to 7-1-16 with 22,000 net worth, top of the net worth. And EHOME, they force a game through between them and Royal Never Give Up. We'll be back with that in just a second. Stay right there. We'll be back soon.